The following content is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the unification of the CWC Iron Man Championship. Introducing first, residing from parts unknown, weighing over 242 pounds, the Alchemist. Wait a minute! Oh my god, what? Hey, just attack the Alchemist from behind. This match is starting to begin right now as Bryce Miller blindsided the Alchemist out of nowhere in mid-entrance, and now the Alchemist trying to fight back Bryce Miller, but he just can't. And early going in this contest, attacking the Alchemist before he can enter the ring. Bryce Miller got the upper hand on the Alchemist as he does. He's gonna put him in death, some torture wreck, neck breaker as he does proceed on the. Oh my god, the goddamn stage. My goodness, Bryce Miller got the upper hand on the Alchemist. A kick to the back of the Alchemist. Bryce Miller getting up all he's got to the Alchemist, showing him how much play he can inflict towards the Alchemist as he does with the elbows right to the legs of the Alchemist as proceeds to continue the infliction towards the Alchemist. As you see, the crowd are simply on their feet of surprise and neglect of this match getting pursued by, and I got right to a neckbreaker by Bryce Miller to the Alchemist as he does. And now the Alchemist grabs the arm, twists it over. Never mind. Oh, right to the arm of the Alchemist. My goodness, the infliction. Bryce Miller's inflicting to the Alchemist. And now he's going for the ground and pound right to the face of the Alchemist. He does. And no, the Alchemist starting to fight back. Bryce Miller. Bow. Boom. Boop. Boop, pow. Bryce Miller getting him all he's got, showcasing a brawl, a fight, maybe a shoot battle between these two men, as there's look like a really decent, a very great back and forth affair between these two men, and it goes for another reverse DDT by Bryce Miller to the Alchemist on the outside of the arena, bare ground, the hardest part of the entranceway. Bryce Miller used that to his advantage to try to maybe put some more damage on the Alchemist. He goes for another ground and power to the face of the Alchemist as he does so. And my goodness, this match is so good so far. Bryce Miller already got the Alchemist busted wide open. Not really good for the early going this contest. Bryce Miller goes for the Alchemist to roll the Alchemist in the ring, and now this match will continue in the ring, which it should, by the way. And now Bryce Miller going to pick up the Alchemist off his feet, and now he's going for the lockup, and now around and pack and chopping naps. Irish whip to turnbuckle, and bam! He's going to allow it up. And chop across the chest of the Alchemist. My goodness, you can hurt that slap from across the way, hook the leg. One. Kick out by the Alchemist. And Bryce Miller cannot believe his eyes. He's going to stomp over, turn around, and right to an arm drag by the Alchemist to Bryce Miller. Going for the lockup. Going to roll through, sidewalk swell, and he caved in. Whoop, oh my god, now he's going to wrench it over his knee. The spine of Bryce Miller is pursuit of the Alchemist. Now the Alchemist goes to the outside of the ring, going for a weapon. What could a weapon possibly be? The Alchemist got the sledgehammer, and right to the gut, but never mind. Bryce Miller stopped him right there and there. Kick to the gut, and bam, there we go. Bryce Miller, got him on a fireman's carry. Got him over to reverse DT by Bryce Miller to the Alchemist. Wait, what the hell? Wait, what the hell? Who the hell is this person trying to distract this match right now? Who the hell is that? And what the hell is this ominous sound of pursuit right now? I'm confused. Bryce Miller's confused. Maybe the fans confused this match because why in the hell in this minute of this match is the type of sound going on? And I was spraying my moonsault by Bryce Miller to the Alchemist. Bryce Miller Irish with the Alchemist right back outside the ring where the match fairly began on when Bryce Miller attacked the Alchemist mid-entrance before he even entered the ring. That's exactly how this match simply started. And now this match enters right back in the ring, and oh my god, and that drags right into an arm drag by Bryce Miller, trying to afflict the Alchemist, trying to outsmart him, but never mind. Bryce Miller's always one step closer to getting the upper hand on the Alchemist. Now Bryce Miller going to drop it right to the head of the Alchemist, grabbing the arm, going to stomp on the arm of the Alchemist outside the goddamn ring as the fans watching the horror of that type of infliction going on. Pursued by Bryce Miller to the Alchemist. And now Bryce Miller going for and a guy in a sidewalk slam with knee caught up of his own. This time there was no hold in pursuit. Now Bryce Miller throws the Alchemist right back into the ring, where the pinfall submissions is really the ones that count inside of this ring. And now Bryce Miller going for a maneuver, but the Alchemist got the upper hand, and now he's going to reverse this maneuver that Bryce Miller supposedly was trying to attempt within this contest. And now going for the lock-up kick to the guts of Bryce Miller, going for some suplex powerbomb maneuver on Bryce Miller, but there was no pin attempt needed within that maneuver. And oh my God, sledgehammer over and over again to Bryce Miller. Oh my God, rolls over. Kick to the face of Alchemist to stop him over. Alchemist going for a rock up, got him over his shoulder, blam. It just tossed like a sandbag, and he just exploded. Grabs the arm and goes stomp on the hand, the direct hand of Bryce Miller over and over again. No giving no mercy at all, but never mind. Hooks the leg. One kick out by Bryce Miller. Was not enough. I don't think that maneuver was enough to get the W for Bryce Miller, for the Alchemist, I might say. But this match is simply 2 out of 3 falls. So the first man to get 2 falls to the finish will be the true CWC Championship. 1, 2, kick out by Bryce Miller. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, if you get 2 falls in this match, you become the true CWC Iron Man champion. So whoever walks out of this match will be the current and official CWC Iron Man champion. Oh my God. And he right into a freaking Northern Lights by Bryce Miller to the Alchemist, and stomp right to the elbow of the Alchemist on the ground, and grabs the back of the head and slow kick to the back of the Alchemist. My goodness, very brutal. Now Bryce Miller going to the top rope, going for a dive from the top rope. He's calling him up, tell him to get off the ground. Thrust kick to the face, but nobody was home. He might mistimed that dive. Goes for behind and a back wrench by Bryce Miller. Insecure to the back of the head of the Alchemist. Grabs him and kicks to the back of the Alchemist. My goodness, very infliction. Picks up the Alchemist. Going for a roll through and a step clothesline by the Alchemist. Tucking down Bryce Miller. Grabs the head, the arm, and stomps right in the arm of Bryce Miller. Ouch! Going for the lockup, rolls a roll through, got him in a front scary position, and a back wrench by the Alchemist to Bryce Miller, trying to wrench in that spine of Bryce Miller. As you've seen it, stop right to the hand of Bryce Miller once again. And now the Alchemist going to the top rope, going to tippy top of the rope. Give it a little bit tip, and a swanton bomb by the Alchemist to Bryce Miller. Grabs the arm, turns him over, going for a ripcord knee to the face of Bryce Miller. And he knocks him down, stomp to the leg of Bryce Miller, picks him up. Chop, bop. And a man at the My Farms carry. Face meets turnbuckle. Here we go. Right to the mouth of Bryce Miller. Got on the bottom rope. And now he's going to choke him. But never mind. Bryce Miller had enough of that shit. And now these men are right back to square one. Going for the lockup. Irish whoop to turnbuckle. Bam. There we go. Bryce Miller got the overhanded. And a nice vicious chop by Bryce Miller to the Alchemist. Springboard moonsault to the Alchemist. And now Bryce Miller grabs the sledgehammer. Going to punish the Alchemist over and over again with the exact sledgehammer. Well, about many times in a row. And now Bryce Miller a little bit tired of hitting the Alchemist with a sledgehammer numerous times within one sitting. And a bow, boom, and knocked him inside out, knocking his wind out. Bryce Miller going to the apron, setting up for the phenomenal forearm to the face of the Alchemist, and he lands it, landing ship on that mountain. Hook to the leg. 1, 2, kick out by the Alchemist. We thought that could have been the first fall for Bryce Miller, but it was just not quite yet. And now try him maneuver. The Alchemist once again stops Bryce Miller from doing that maneuver, and a stiff German suplex by the Alchemist. And now grabs sledgehammer his own. Going to sledgehammer the direct hand of Bryce Miller over again. Try to really aim for the arm, the hand of Bryce Miller once again with that sledgehammer. And as you see, he's visually just doing it. Not stopping, not giving in, not even really giving mercy to Bryce Miller at all. And now he picks up Bryce Miller, trying to pick up the broken pieces in a twirling freaking spear by the Alchemist with the leg. 2, kick out by Bryce Miller. Now the Alchemist picks up Bryce Miller, a chop, a reversal, round strikes by Bryce Miller to the Alchemist, knocking him down, got to the gut, going for the lockup. Bryce Miller going for a suplex fake out. Never mind, a brain buster by Bryce Miller to the Alchemist. And now Sledgehammer to the head of the Alchemist. Could have possibly give him a concussion. Another one. What about another? What about another one? Why not keep the pace going as Bryce Miller simply hitting the Alchemist once again, multiple times, numerous times, extinguished maximum times. The Alchemist is getting beaten up by Bryce Miller, but looks like that was the end of it. And now a Claymore kick to the face of Bryce Miller. Maybe give the Alchemist an opportunity to get the first fall in this match. And introverted fixed splash by the Alchemist. 1, 2. And the Alchemist gets the first fall. His first fall in this match. And a fake up boot to the face of the Alchemist, knocking him down. Bryce Miller picks up the Alchemist. Chop, bop, turns him over, puts him on the freaking corner, or wherever the heck that was. Bear in mind, the Alchemist reverses. Anyways, as we are speaking about it, going for the lockup, Carter drags Bryce Miller of his own and slams his head to him. Turnbuckle grabs him. Nope, Bryce Miller not having it at all, I would say. Turns him over, grab for the lockup. Kick to the gut into a suplex, but no, the Alchemist once again fighting off that maneuver right there. Going for the lockup, going for behind another stiff German suplex pursued by the Alchemist too. Bryce Miller grabs the sledgehammer once again and going to bam, bop, bada boop, pow. Bryce Miller with that sledgehammer multiple times, not stopping, directly aiming for the hand, the arm of Bryce Miller, and he's not stopping at all. There is no relief or sinful imagination, makes no sense towards Bryce Miller. And it does not look like it's going to end anytime soon. He's probably going to try to murder or demolish Bryce Miller by the end of this match. It is not going, but Bryce Miller seemed like he had enough of all of that bull crap, and now he's going to turn him over, go for another stiff brain buster by Bryce Miller to the Alchemist. Now he picks up the Alchemist, and now he's going to turn him over into a belly kick to the face of the Alchemist. Turns him over, hook the leg. First fall, 1, 2, kick out by the Alchemist. That Pele kick seemed like it was not enough. Just not enough for Bryce Miller to simply get the first fall in this contest, as you can see. And the Alchemist once again fighting back and goes for a lockup, kicks the gut up Bryce Miller. Bryce Miller going for the lockup, goes roll through, go for a sidewalk slam, knee caught up, and he bounced off his knee. As he does, Bryce Miller picks up the Alchemist, going for another lockup. And now he's going to turn him over, going for a boop into a Russian neckbreaker by Bryce Miller to the Alchemist. Picks up the Alchemist one more time for another more affliction, and insecure right to the back of the head, the back of the ear of the Alchemist. Bryce Miller grabs the arm, once again stumps on the arm, the elbow of the Alchemist. And now Bryce Miller going for a bow, boop, slap, chop, and boom, knocks him out. Winning him once again, Bryce Miller going to the under phenomenal forearm to the Alchemist. Here it goes. Right to the mouth of the Alchemist. Hooks up the leg. Will this be his first fall? 1, 2, kick out by the Alchemist, and Bryce Miller, no, he had to hit him 2 times for him to get the W, for him to get the opportunity to win the CWC Diary title from. But now, it's a different story now. They must beat each other twice in a row for them to be declared the true CWC Iron Man champion. And that is the stipulation of this contest. Now, the Alchemist got over his shoulder, going to make him face Turnbuckle. But no, Bryce Miller does not want to make the same fate twice. Going for another stiff. Never mind, the Alchemist stops it. The Alchemist going for the lockup, goes roll through, and a Hurricanrana by the Alchemist to Bryce Miller. Haven't seen him pull that off for a very while. Now he's going for a long shot, introverted fixed splash, but never mind. He's going to calm up. Think of a different plan to proceed to the Alchemist. Never mind. Turns him over. Going from behind, another stiff wrestling takedown by the Alchemist to Bryce Miller. I think that's a surprise factor within the Alchemist. It's surprising people of thinking he's going to do one move, but he absolutely does another one. That's a good surprise factor, especially when the people who are viewers at home and the viewers are watching very live within this match, as you see the Alchemist simply brutalizing Bryce Miller by hitting him multiple times with a sledgehammer, not giving in and not giving out one bit. And Bryce Miller once again has enough of that, and now he's going to roll him over for the calf crusher, going to persistently make the Alchemist tap out to the calf crusher, and he has nowhere to go. There's no ropes, and there you go. There is the end game for the first fall for Bryce Miller. He hits him with the calf crusher. Hook the leg. 1, 2, no. The Alchemist kicks out. Bryce Miller's plan was to make him submit and possibly have him hit the W once he heads him with the calf crusher. And there's Bryce Miller again, once again, demolishing, getting revenge on the Alchemist for brutalizing him early going in this match. Even though Bryce Miller was the man who attacked him before the match even started, he still wants to get more payback. He wants to stop the antics of the Alchemist, of this cockiness that obviously Alchemist pursuitly has. He wants to stop it once and for all, and that simply can end here at Deli Games. As you see once again, multiple times the Alchemist is getting beaten down by Bryce Miller over and over again, bludgeoned by a sledgehammer, and it looks like that's the end for Bryce Miller's round of sledgehammers. The leg. 1, 2, 3. Bryce Miller is your unified CWC Iron Man champion. Here's your winner and new and unified CWC Iron Man champion, Bryce Miller.